This is Maple. I'll be showing you a match between Shadeth and Maple Syrup myself. These are the rank 3 and 4 players in a $1,000 cash prize tournament, so it's still ongoing at the time of recording. So he opens with an amplifier, and I open with a kick, because I have a double trouble deck. With this lullaby, I do steal the amplifier, so I lose my blood signet, but I'm getting the attack while I'm lullabied. And since my kick is on cooldown, I just stall for a turn using the hitchhike. I figure that with hitchhike, no wait, I do have my kick up, but I do hitchhike anyways because I figure if he has lullaby, he probably has hitchhike. And while we're swapping all of my signets, I want to have my hitchhike on cooldown because I'm probably going to use this twice this fight. But instead of kicking, I do stall for another turn because I'm thinking, well, he might be also running a lullaby cut deck, in which case, if he cuts me, I want... How many times did I say cut? Anyways, I want my cut on cooldown too. So I'm just getting all my stuff on cooldown in case he's using a stall deck, like to stall. And so finally I do get my kick, and I'm expecting he probably has hitchhike. So I'm going to Karma Collapse, but he unpimps me because I do have the attack from his amplifier. So this is interesting. He's expecting to unpimp twice this fight, but it does have a long cooldown. So this is kind of nice for me in that I can double trouble next turn because, like, what can he block it with? Well, he could block it with a hitchhike. So he did use the pocket size me. I assume that's for the damage over time. And he did use an unpimp. He might have a hitchhike. He had a lullaby, so he must have some other magic spell. So I'm going to stall for yet another turn. I do have... What do I have? I have my kick. So I do have the one signet after he unpimped me. But I am expecting this hitchhike, so I do stall for one more turn, even though Elbow isn't doing much damage, only 50 damage with only the blood signet. So this was... I think it was a nice stall, because if I double troubled there, I probably would have lost. So, gotta wait for my kick to come off cooldown again. So finally it's off cooldown. Oh, did I Karma Collapse? Anyways, somehow I got that blood signet and I can double trouble now. His unpimp's on cooldown, so this is nice for me because now I have 3 signets. And what does he have? He's going to have a lullaby, but, like, my Iron Fist is higher agility than that, so I don't have to worry about hitchhike, I don't have to worry about unpimp. If he'd hitchhike first, then that would have been dangerous for me, so I'm not going to queue for a while, because I think this guy might be around, waiting out for me. Well, spoilers, I did win the game, barely. So, he does have a lullaby. Now, why did I elbow here? Interesting stall again, instead of Iron Fisting. I don't have Axe. I have cut. I don't have a second advanced skill for some reason. I don't know. So this is just my deck. So I want to stall for a turn. And why is this nice? If he does lullaby me, then by the time my skip turn is done, I'll have elbow ready again. But if I had Iron Fisted, I would have lost 2 signets. He doesn't have any attack. So when I Karma Collapse to get my second signet back, because, you know, Iron Fist and lullaby, you lose 2 signets total. So if I Karma Collapsed, it wouldn't be as effective as just stalling for that one turn. So I did stall for a turn, and he amplifies. No, gets his amplifier, damage amp. So, do I need the amplifier? I don't think so, because his unpimp's coming off cooldown, his hitchhike's coming off cooldown, and with that, like, will that extra damage really make a difference? I think I can finish him off before his unpimp comes off cooldown. So, or before his amplifier becomes effective enough. So here I notice he used his 8th action skill, and this is an elbow, so it looks like he doesn't have an Iron Fist. So this is actually an interesting deck. It's a pure Signet hate deck, and what am I running? A Signet deck. So this was actually a hard fight for me, in my opinion, and if it weren't for that steal which led to the early unpimp, then I probably would have lost this for sure. So we're saying, like, yeah, we're agreeing I've won. It's been a good fight. He doesn't agree, but I have my cut, and the cut blocks his unpimp, so he doesn't get the second unpimp off, and I can just last hit him. I don't even need to spend 2 turns. I'm already ahead. I can just last hit him with the double trouble that's up. So this was a really good game, and I won it because I did steal his amplifier, and he did unpimp early, which made my double trouble effective, and I stalled past that lullaby when I did have three signets. So it was a very close game, and this guy's a really good player.